Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Planet 19, where I'm stood on top of my little multi-farm which I built the other episode, and you might notice some things have changed. Because I came back after last episode and had a quick look at this, and I suddenly realised that I'd built it in the wrong place. The reason was I thought that these side bits for some reason were 3x3, so I'd built it over here in the corner, but of course they're actually 3x4. It goes out 4 each side, which meant it was too close to the path, so the entire thing had to go diagonally back one place, which was a bit of a mess. It took me a bit of time to sort. Whilst I was at it, I also got rid of the solar generator on top and just put it over on the back here. You can see it's running down here and into the gearbox, which is now down at the bottom. The reason I've done that is mainly because one of those is more than enough to power 2 of these and whatever else I might want to build out and around the back here. So it's working fairly well. You can see it has sown quite a few crops actually. I don't think it has. Oh, it has. It's got 2 wheat already. Fantastic. It hadn't actually grown any last time I looked. But that's good. Grab this out because I was just still sorting it and I have not picked up any of the drops. Let's go back indoors a second and go back to the Ender Lily farm. Missed the gap again. There we go. Hit it every time when you're not recording. That's just the way it works. That thing appears to not be working yet again. This keeps stopping working and I don't know why. If anyone can tell me why it suddenly fails and starts working again as soon as I put it back down, feel free to let me know. Because it is a touch annoying. Right, Ender Lily farm, here are the Ender Lilies. These have not apparently spread out very well. Sometimes they don't when I'm not online. I don't know. Well, one actually grew just then. Fantastic. I don't know if it's something to do with... No, it shouldn't be anything to do with chunk boundaries. So, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. You can see we're up to lots of Ender Lilies anyway. Lots and lots of Ender Lily seeds, spread them out neatly, and you can see we're up to lots and lots of Ender Pearls. I can't even count how many that is, I'm not going to bother. But it is more than enough. We are fine for Ender Pearls at long last. Now, one thing that I would like to do now is to actually upgrade things like my jetpack. And these redstone energy cubes, I'd like to upgrade them into Ender cells, whatever they're called. Resonant energy cells. That requires Ender Pearls because it needs Enderium ingots. Enderium ingots are made from Enderium blend and pyrotheum dust. The Enderium blend is a bucket of resonant ender. That's 4 Ender Pearls. That's why I needed so many of them. There's a problem. I need pulverized shiny metal. That comes from shiny ingots. How many shiny ingots do I have? 1. Now there's a reason for that, and the reason is that you get shiny metal from pulverizing ferrous ore. And I stopped pulverizing ferrous ore because I started to put it through this little system. The igneous extruder pulverizer induction smelter system to smelt it off with stuff, which apparently isn't working because I've not put anything in there yet. Does that mean there's some copper in there? It do. Fantastic. So what I'm going to have to do now is build another quarry. I'll do that off camera, shove some more ores through this system, out, around, and all those fun things. Just to let you know, I will be doing that. So, what is the plan for today? Well, we have built one of those. I do have the bits to build a second one, but I'm not going to build that on camera. I want to do something else. The other thing that I want to do is what I want to do with all of that wheat. What I want to use that wheat for is breeding animals, and I'm going to be breeding animals automatically. And if I'm breeding animals automatically, that means we are going back into Mine Factory Reloaded, because it has all these awesome machines, which, as I've often said, are way overpowered. The one that I'm really interested in is the breeder and the chronotyper. Breeder first. I'm going to want two of these. These need, purple dye, redstone reception coil, machine frames, golden apples. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Now we do have all of these sorts of things. I have apples on me. Carrots will be a bit more interesting. Click on the right one. There's 3 there. Where are the rest of my carrots? Where are the rest of my carrots? There's the rest of my carrots. 4 carrots. I had completely forgotten where I'd put my carrots. Right, so we need... I'm going to make 2 of these, and you'll see why soon. So that's 2 golden apples. Golden apples need the drops, whatever they're called, don't they? Oh no, it's all the way around, is it? Blimey. Goes to show how often I make golden apples. It is the carrots which need the nuggets, is what I was trying to say earlier. So a set of gold nuggets. I need more gold nuggets than that, don't I? Four of those and 2 of those. So all that I need now is a pair of the machine frames. You've seen me build these plenty of times. Some plastic sheets, got plenty of those. And purple dye is interesting actually. I'd forgotten we needed purple dye. Do I have purple dye? I've got lavenders. Lavenders are going to give me purple dye, and they're going to give me enough of it. So that is good. Thank you to that biome. That's the biome where my... Oh, my quarries are in. I wish I could talk. Right, reception coil. Do I have reception coils? 2 reception coils. 2 carrots. 2 of those. And 2 of those. And 2 of those. Gets us 2 breeders. Perfect. The other thing which I want is the chronotypers. So the breeders, they feed animals. They feed wheat to animals to let them breed, or carrots if it's pigs, whatever. They breed animals whenever they're good for breeding. What the chronotyper does is it splits out babies from adults. So I can pull the babies, I can breed babies, then pull the babies out to one side. That's what I want to do. Now this requires emeralds, so it's a good job I got so many emeralds. It requires more purple dye, actually. Ooh, do I have more lavenders? I do. I'm going to chuck them on the floor. Don't know how I managed to chuck all but 1 onto the floor. Okay, 2 of those with... Oh, hang on. I need some more machine frames, don't I? Nighttime already. I wonder if there's any Endermen about. I don't need them anymore. Isn't that good? Why did I get more gold? I only need 2. Because I am a fool. Right. Glass is there. Let's just build a load of them. Why have we not got loads of them just in stock? We probably do somewhere, don't we? I've just not noticed. Right. Those away, those away, those away. Machine frames. Those. Those. And, oh god, it's going to be reception coils, isn't it? It's going to be reception coils. It's reception coils, of which I have 1. I can quickly make up the second. And then we will have 2 chronotypers. There we go, 2 chronotypers. Do we have plenty of item duct? We do. Do we have plenty of servo motors? I'm sure I made up a ton of servo motors, but I can't see them. So another few won't be too bad, and let us get into bed. Do I have plenty of hardened energy conduit? Slight lack of that stuff, actually. So let's just quickly make up a bit of hardened energy conduit. Hardened made from leadstone. Do we have leadstone just kicking about, actually? I bet we do, because we're stopping sort of needing that. There is probably hardened sat around here somewhere. None at all. Right, fine. So the leadstone is lead, glass and whatsits. Whatsits being many, many pieces of redstone. So there's plenty of those. To turn those into hardened, of course, you just need 3 with some invar. And some redstone. 47 will be plenty, and now I can get a little bit of kip in my bed. I really need to build myself a better bedroom soon. Right, actually the one other thing which you do need is some fencing to fence in me hanimals. So we will need plenty of sticks to make plenty of fencing. 26, 34. There's no such thing as too many fences, is there? Stack and a half, that will do. Right, let's go and have a quick look-see out here at where we're going to put these things. I think I'm going to build these things. That's how far back the farm will go, so I think I am going to just build them here. Pop fences in along there. Now it only actually needs to be, because the chronotyper can't work on a big area, it needs to be 3 by 3. The breeder even can't work on a big area. So that is 3 by 3. So I am going to have 2 of these next to each other, which means you, Mr. Tree, are coming down. Just like that. And there is going to be a second breeding station, if you like, just here. Which again will be, that is 2, not 3. Why is these not going? Is there a block in here? I see no blocks. You should be despawning. Why are you not despawning? Right. Like that. And that one is right, just that needs to go out. Right, we need power to these. And we need a way to feed things into them. Power could actually run along the top, I guess. There will be a little gap. Where does this come to? On the diagonals, these come in like this. That's too short! Oh no. Well, I'm just going to have it wider. I'm not moving everything back one again. That won't be too much of a pain. That means we're going to have a little space like here, which is where this can go. Right in the middle of everything. Pop you out, pop you out, pop you out. And you are actually now just going to live like here, I think. So the energy cell can live right there, facing the front. And this could live behind it. Right, this is going to live here. Not on cobble ultimately, but that's what it's going to live on for now. That's going to live there like that. This is going to live 2 squares behind it, which is not there, which is there. Piece of conduit to connect them together. And what happens is, if you do that, pull out multiple sides, it will discharge quicker. That's now an output, that's now an input. So that will discharge it properly. So now all I need to do is run power into there, which will just run underground, of course. Probably power should just run straight down underground, shouldn't it? Just like that. Bit of iron there, that's nice. That's one too high. So there we go, that is now powered. Now I could actually use that cable and run things off this away. And into the bottom of the chronotyper. This is not a chronotyper, this is a breeder. Into the bottom of the breeder. So there we go. Now these things will have power. So they will be able to breed. Right, there we go. Pop you in. And pop you breeders in. Facing at the front. There we go. And breeder number 2. Now probably, obviously, the animals can jump on top of those things and just escape, so I'm going to pop in just a bit of fencing above them, just on this side. There we go, that looks okay. Now we just need to actually get the, oops, that stuff, that was not what I meant to do, the wheat in this way. Now the wheat is going to come in, I bet it's going the wrong way, isn't it? Yes, because that is an aqueous accumulator, so I'm going to have to run right deep down underneath here. Straight into that, of course. Right, there is that cabling. So all that I need to do is come back this way with this. There we go. That's hooked up, hasn't it? I'm sure it has. Get stuck on that tree. That tree's a bit in the way, but I don't really want to cut it down. Right. it's going to ultimately go into there. Of course, it isn't actually going to spread that well evenly between two different breeders, is it? It really isn't. So just for the time being, I'm just going to hook up the one. Because I only really need the one. That's the wrong hole. Right, where is the input into these things? There is an automatic input into these things, I'm sure there is. It's not on the bottom, is it? No, I think you can just automatically input from any side. It just doesn't show an input. Like that. Now all we need to do is pop in our pneumatic servo. I'm going to whack this to tell it it is the shortest route, but only for wheat. Wheat should be the only thing which comes into here. Full inventory as normal. Right. Whitelist wheat. And there we go, that should be our chronotype. I keep saying that, our breeder up and working. So let's just fill this little bit in. And now we have ourselves a breeding pen. So now we just need to get some animals into that for next time. So that will be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do like and leave a comment if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you once again next time. Thank you and goodbye.